everything else about Spider-Man: Homecoming, from Peter Parker to Spider-Man to the characters outside of the villain, of course, everything just felt better about that movie. Like, and I'm gonna try and rewatch it again to see if that feeling still holds up. But Spider-Man: Homecoming didn't offer me a whole lot in way of a Spider-Man movie. Again, great not origin movie, but great Marvel movie. It fits the mold of a Marvel movie, but it didn't feel like a Spider-Man movie. It felt like you could have taken Peter Parker out and put Nova in, and it'd been the same movie. God knows he didn't feel like Spider-Man. He didn't web swing at all. His spider sense was never really used. He didn't fight like Spider-Man did. He didn't. There were. I know that the excuse for all of that is he's still getting his legs going. He's starting. He's young. I get that. But we also saw him fight fucking Giant Man, Captain America. Not Black Panther, Bucky. We saw him fight people in Civil War, and he was significantly more capable in that movie. But in this movie, oh, he needs a spider drone to tell him what to do. He has an AI in his suit that's unnecessary. He can't. His webs are stupid. It just didn't feel. I didn't feel anything about it. The only thing that I felt of that in that movie, the only time I felt something was when he was lifting the thing off of him, because that was a direct callback to a Spider-Man comic where Dr. Octopus collapsed an underground or underwater base on top of him, and he was like trapped. He was water filling in. He was gonna die, and he started thinking of all the people that were counting on him to win and succeed. He gained all the strength in the world and lifted it off him and made it out. And it was awesome, and that's what that reminded me of, and I'm sure that's what it was meant to do. Outside of that, nothing else. There was nothing else about the movie that I found superbly interesting. Like, all the set pieces were wasted. It didn't. You would think, and I told Katie after we watched the movie, I pulled up the scene where he fought Falcon. He had better fighting aerial combat with Falcon in the short 2-minute scenes that he was in with him than he did in all of the Vulture scenes. Because it's like the Vulture shows up, and the first time grabbed him, and then he opened the parachute and he fell. No fight. There was no fight there. He just got picked up and dropped.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I've been looping this Michael Myers for about 4 minutes now in the same place.
Tragic.
This is ridiculous. Just leave, bro. There were other people here. Like, they have 1 gen left. Come on.
Oh, now he's got a mission now. It's about proving a point.
Oh my god, I feel terrible, but I don't want to die.
Yeah, and then the second time he knocks himself out, which I don't know. It's whatever. That's totally something I can see a young Spider-Man doing. Fucking. Although he's taking heavier blows than jumping into the top of a fucking truck.
I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna upload this. Holy sh!
They should have made a better way to get him knocked out. Maybe Vulture doing something, hitting him with his wing, or something, whacking him in the head with a gold brick. I don't know. I don't remember anything about that fucking scene, despite the fact that he was in the truck. And then the final fight, I don't know. I kept waiting for it to be like, oh, here comes the cool part, but there's no cool part. I made a better ending to the Spider-Man: Homecoming movie in my head.
Okay, now this is ridiculous.
Imagine.
Like, I'm gonna get so much hate mail from this dude after the match, and I know it, and I just have to accept this. Like, look, the gates are open, the gens are on, the door's open. Just leave, please. He's gonna go.
Imagine, Katie.
Oh.
The plane is crashing, right?